Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Raysong, and we are back with our Sims Medieval playthrough. And the quest we're going to do today is the Dragon of Songville. The populace of Songville was in a frantic uproar over a recent discovery. A dragon dwelled within the caves underneath the city. Would a brave hero be able to vanquish the beast, or could it be made an ally of Songville? So we only have the option to slay because we don't have the bard, the wizard, or the merchant. And we only have the knight, so that's what we're going to have to do. Dragons were the most powerful creatures known to man. To defeat one would require all of Songville's bravery, brawn, and perhaps even a bit of magic too. A legendary trait is available in this quest. So we are going to use Captain Viviana, and we're going to use the spy as well, Spy Joya. People had always spoken of the rumors of the dragon of Songville in hushed tones. No one wanted to evoke the mighty beast. But when the humble peasant Winthrop reported that he and several others had been attacked in the caves below Songville, Viviana knew she had to act. Who else would be capable of taking on such a fearsome foe? Alright, so the first thing we want to do is ask the peasant about the dragon attack. Oh, Knight Captain Viviana, it was horrible. We were just poking around in the cave, you know, looking for some cave meat, when we stumbled onto this huge pile of treasure. Then suddenly Larry was bitten in half and Rob was burnt to a crisp. I barely got away with my face intact. You have to do something. So it's true, I feel obligated to protect Songville from this beast, but I'll need someone's help. How about Joya? So conveniently enough, Joya is right there. Sending a bunch of letters, apparently. A dragon in Songville? I remember hearing that Tredeny dealt with their dragon pretty handedly. I'll see if I can find out how they did it. In the meantime, we're gonna go back home. Perfect, so she's making food, so we're gonna go. We have to travel to Tredeny. And I guess we're gonna do that tomorrow because she is in need of some sleep and some food, but mostly sleep. Go make some gruel because that's all we've got. All right, and now we want to go to the docks. Travel to Trinity. In the meantime, let's see what's happening with her. Seemingly out of nowhere, a dreaded pilot corsair galley appeared and quickly closed on Underspy Julia's vessel. With drums pounding and oars tearing at the sea, the evil galley prepared to attack. The crew began to panic as Joya stared, unable to make a decision. We can attack. The trade routes and coastal villages would never be safe unless someone took decisive action against the scum of the sea. Underspy Joya would deep six the scrounging people. Or we can sail away. Now was not the time to play hero of the high seas. The current mission was far too important to risk for the vain pursuit of glory and fame. Those who escaped could live to fight another day. I say we attack and hopefully nothing happens. The ships crashed into each other with a deafening crack, and the two crews attacked each other like crazed monkeys. The battle lasted for hours with no clear victor and much loss on both sides. The ships detached and drew apart in the mist. Feelings of disgrace and shame gripped the crew as they watched the faces of dead comrades slip beneath the dark waters, their deaths in vain. Whoops. All right. So she is back. I have to craft frost imbuement. Alright, and I have to get a longsword. So let's just go to the village shops. Okay. She is still sleeping. So I have to pickpocket the traveling merchant and feed the beast. Might as well get our responsibilities done now. Ugh. Just missed it. Ugh. As Knight Captain Viviana slept, nascent feelings of comfort and happiness began to solidify into a beautiful dream. In the distance, soft music was carried on a fragrant spring breeze. The smiling faces cheered her approach. Viviana could see a shining golden road leading towards a breathtaking paradise. In the opposite direction, the road faded into thick mist, though Viviana could almost make out to be a dark and still bedchamber, barely visible through the fog. We can embrace the joy. It appeared that the dream had something to say. Knight Captain Viviana would allow herself to be swept along by the cheering throng towards the vision of paradise. What would come, or we can control the dream. The dream seemed to be offering paradise to Knight Captain Viviana, but was this not a product of her own mind? She could seize control and take paradise. Let's control the dream. Captain Viviana waded through the jubilant throng of familiar faces with purpose. Kneeling, keenly aware of the dream, she began to bend and revere to her every whim. At first, the scene flowed like water in Viviana's mind, but soon tiny fissures appeared in the dream's foundation. Cheering faces turned to grotesque leers, and the vision of paradise was suddenly engulfed in a sickening blaze. Scrambling backward toward reality, Viviana felt the sting of unseen claws before awaking in a cold sweat. Whoa! What is going on? Okay, now we have to, I guess, go home. She can wake up and we have to go investigate the cave. Knight Captain Viviana approached the cave cautiously. She had dreamt of seeing a real dragon since childhood and couldn't resist getting a glimpse. But perhaps Viviana hadn't been cautious enough. She stumbled on something unseen in the dark. What was that? Viviana looked up just in time to see a blast of fire roaring down the tunnel at her. She ran for her life and barely avoided immolation. Clearly, she would need some sort of protection against the dragon's fiery breath. Okay. I need to figure out how to craft this potion-y thing. And I also have Raja laying right where my mouse cord is. And so navigating is not easy because he's also laying on my mouse pad. So if it looks weird, that's why. Yeah, I have no idea where we're supposed to... Surviving the fire breath long enough to make your attack will be challenging. I'll have to do some research on it. I think I saw a book in the store on the subject. That will probably, make more sense. Oh. Okay. What a charming book. I'm sure I'll find out all sorts about these amazing creatures. Wait, their teeth are how long? Phew, good thing I don't have to go into that cave. While moving through the village, Underspy Joya almost tripped over an old toothless beggar sitting on a pile of filthy rags. The beggar looked up meekly from his one good eye and extended a bony arm, a cracked wooden cup clenched in its claws. Alms for the poor, he groaned. We can help him. Poor souls such as he require a little love and charity from strangers. The gold simile was likely nothing to Underspy Joya, but it would be a fortune for the old beggar, or we can shove him aside. Why did some people insist on clogging the main arteries of trade and commerce in the village? It was best not to give them anything, or they would surely multiply like flies. We're going to help him. Underspy Joya pulled out a simile, flipped it into the poor beggar's humble cup. With a glint in his eye, he bit the gold coin with his yellow teeth and nodded to Joya. Then, in an instant, he vanished into a puff of blue sparkling smoke. An ethereal, melodious voice called out in the air, "Blessed are those who show kindness to children of the Watcher." Cool. So now we have to read this book on dragons that we got. So we're just going to stand in the middle of the road and read it. Sounds like a plan to me. Yes, the forest tribes of Anderwall are said to use a special concoction to protect themselves when hunting fire eels in the magma caves. It should provide some degree of flame resistance. Craft a fireproofing potion. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this, so we're just going to leave her to chill there for a minute. We're going to look it up. So apparently, there's an upstairs. Imagine that. And there's a crafting table. I'm an idiot. So, let's go up and craft some stuff, shall we? After she's done sleeping, I guess. Okay. We need grassweed, lordleaf, and sagewort. Blood moss, phallus root, and a frog. Cool. I suppose we'll let her eat. That's fair. We just have to go discover some plants. Oh no, don't clean up. Ugh, just go to sleep. Why can't she collect it? Ugh, back to the village shops, I guess. Oh, he sent the wrong person to the shops. All right. kind of hoping I can find a frog in here too, but it's not looking good. Nope. Oh, yes. All right. Flustered with the crowded streets, Underspy Joya took a shortcut through a tough section of town. The narrow, crooked streets got darker and more treacherous. Suddenly, Joya was cornered by a gang of hooded hoods. "Your gold or your blood," they hissed in unison. It was sad, really. These ruffians just needed a little wise counsel. They were merely the product of a poor environment and failing education system. Surely Underspy Joya could bring them around. It was clear from the club of herb-addled gutter scum had no ear for reason. They would kill simply for the sport of it and were beyond redemption. The only option was to run. I think we're just going to run. Time was running out for Joya. The walls closed in and sparkling blades danced closer. Her mind raced, struggling to find the perfect distraction. Finally, she blurted out, "Look out, behind you!" By the time the dull fools had turned back around, Underspy Joya was long gone. Okay, so we have to sharpen sword with frost imbuement and give potion to Knight Captain Viviana. Okay. Now I have to give the Worm Slayer sword to her. So she has to practice, but we also have to equip it. Practice with the wrong sword. We have to go test the fireproofing. Now we have to go tell Joya that it didn't work. So now we have to go craft another one. But now we need a leech. This has been a really long episode already, so I'm going to leave this here. We will finish out this quest next episode. Don't forget that I post my videos every single day. Please like and subscribe, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. TTFN.